Ladies and gentlemen, please rise.
Good morning. Please be seated. Thank you. Welcome, everyone, to Dalhousie University's Spring Convocation for the Faculty of Management. My name is Frank Harvey. It is my distinct honor and privilege to be serving Dalhousie as its Provost and Vice President Academic, and I will be your MC for today. We are absolutely thrilled that we can be here today celebrating the Faculty of Management's graduation in person. I'd now like to ask Elder Catherine Martin, our Director of Indigenous Community Engagement, to deliver the traditional Mi'kmaq welcome.
Kwe. Dalhousie. Medo Lukdiok. Boo. I'd like to welcome all of you, especially our graduates and their families, to Mi'kma'ki, to the land of my ancestors and all of our relatives and people today. And we are proud to say, because of the 1752 treaty and others, that our ancestors thought when they made decisions about the people, that they would think about 7 generations before and 7 generations ahead. And they did that in the 1700s when they signed the Peace and Friendship Treaty with the British, in order for us to be able, as Mi'kmaq, to live according to the way we had lived on our lands for thousands of years before the arrivals of the new peoples, the British and the French. So I honor the ancestors that we are here today, still able to welcome you to our territory and the unceded territory, because we have never, ever given up our land. We only share everything we have. With that, I'd ask before it's a celebration day. It's also a heavy heart day for many people, many parents, especially the children who have been lost, who are missing, and especially the ones in Texas, where the parents won't be able to gather like you, ever, with their children. So I ask that we take a moment of silence to acknowledge our gratitude for our privilege that we have here today, and to send good thoughts and prayers to those families right now. Walaliok and Emsit Nogama.
Thank you very much, Catherine, for that beautiful, beautiful welcome. I would also like to begin by acknowledging that Dalhousie University and our community benefit from and sit on Mi'kma'ki, the ancestral and unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. We are very grateful for our partnerships and our friendships across Dalhousie's campuses, our faculties, our administrative units. We are grateful for our community leaders, our elders in residence, our Indigenous Advisory Council, our Director of Indigenous Community Engagement, Indigenous Student Center, Indigenous Research Facilitator in the VP Research Office, Indigenous Health Programs, Inclusive Pathways to the Medical and Health Professions, and many other critically important initiatives and partnerships across our campuses and our faculties, including the Faculty of Management. We will continue to work on and build on these important relationships and friendships, because we are all treaty people, and we take these words and our commitment to truth and reconciliation very seriously. We would also like to acknowledge the histories, the contributions, and the legacies of the African Nova Scotian people and communities who have been here for over 400 years. We are grateful for our African Nova Scotian Advisory Council and our Director of African Nova Scotian Community Engagement. There are 2 times on a university campus, that are particularly significant. The first is at the start of each year, when we welcome students to campus and into their new programs. And the second is at the end, when we come together as we are today to celebrate the completion of their programs. Now, for many, this day comes with a range of emotions. Sadness at leaving Dalhousie and your Dal community and your friends. Perhaps eagerness to move on from Dal and Nova Scotia. Possibly a little fear and anxiety about the future, but certainly gratitude for all of those who supported you along the way. But among the different emotions you and your classmates are working through right now, I hope you feel pride. You've accomplished what many can only dream of, and you should be proud of your many significant and noteworthy achievements. Completing your degree, particularly during these very unique and challenging circumstances of a global pandemic, certainly gives all of us reasons to be incredibly proud of you and your accomplishments. Convocation marks the culmination of years of very, very hard work. You've spent countless hours in classes, lectures, tutorials, and study groups. You've completed hundreds of quizzes, midterms, essays, group presentations, and final exams. You've participated in case competitions and occasionally may have won. You've explored new cultures and likely had conversations with peers and professors in one, possibly two or more languages. You've engaged with local groups and organizations, made connections, earned valuable work experience through co-ops and experiential learning opportunities. And you've been introduced to complexities of our global challenges and the need for innovation and innovative forms of management to address them. And you've made many, many good friends. But you've also spent a good part of the last several years balancing school and work and social lives, dealing with fears and anxieties about your programs and your future, taking chances and risks on program choices and courses, dealing with relationships, social pressures, maybe a little pressure from your parents and family. You've been managing your budget, in many cases juggling one, possibly two or more jobs to cover tuition. And I am sure you've dealt with personal and emotional crises and losses, perhaps losses associated with the pandemic. Your graduation today speaks volumes about your capacity and your willingness to succeed anywhere by applying the life lessons, the skills, the knowledge, the passions, and the life choices you've been collecting and living through over the last 4 to 5 years. Again, Convocation marks the end of years of very, very hard work. Don't let anyone tell you after graduation that it's time to, quote, get in the game. You've been in the game for several years, including through a pandemic. These are all the reasons we're here celebrating today. These are the reasons your family, your friends, our entire Dalhousie community is so incredibly proud of you. You inspire us. So let's make some noise to congratulate you. Family and friends, although we would typically encourage all of you to work your way around the auditorium freely to take pictures, for health and safety reasons, we will ask that you please remain seated. You could stand up and take as many pictures as you'd like. You can share those pictures at hashtag DalGrad. And as always, Convocation will be webcast, so you could watch it and share the link through our Dal website. Now, I'd like to take a few moments to introduce those individuals who will be participating in this ceremony today, starting with Scott Bryson, our Chancellor. Dr. Deep Saini, our President and Vice Chancellor. Dr. Louise Spiteri, Interim Chair of Senate. Dr. Kim Brooks, your amazing Dean of the Faculty of Management. Dr. Marty Leonard, Dean of the Faculty of Graduate Studies. Donna Bourne-Tyson, our Dean of Libraries. And I would like to take a second to recognize Rick Ezekiel, our brand new Vice Provost of Student Affairs. He is here on his second day joining us at Dal. Elder Catherine Martin, our Director of Indigenous Community Engagement. Catherine will be presenting medicine pouches to our Indigenous students as they cross the stage. Aaron Prosper, Dalhousie neuroscience graduate. and former president of the Dalhousie Student Union. Brenda Smart with the School of Resource and Environmental Studies, recipient of the 2020 Rosemary Gill Award for Outstanding Service to Students. And Ruma Bose, our honorary degree recipient today. Also on the platform today and in the audience are many other faculty, staff, and administrators, including your associate deans and VPs and other very important faculty members who are critical to the success of our students and to the academic excellence of our programs. Can I ask you all to stand, please, as well? Your platform party today. Thank you. Please be seated. I would now like to invite Dr. Deep Saini, President of DAL, and to deliver the President's remarks and to introduce our next speaker.
Thank you, Dr. Harvey. Graduates, families and friends, and distinguished guests, a very warm welcome to you all. What an immense pleasure and an honor to finally have the opportunity to join you all in person here for this convocation. After 2 very difficult years that kept us physically apart, it is a very welcome return to this important rite of passage. Class of 2022, you know it only too well that it would be an understatement to say that the last couple of years did not play out exactly how any of us would have imagined. But regardless of the incessant challenges that the circumstances threw at you since the beginning of 2020, here you are. Despite what you were given, look at what you have done with it. You met your goal. And here you are receiving the testament to your perseverance, resilience, grit, and determination. This is a moment, ladies and gentlemen, for all of us to put our hands together and say bravo to these amazing graduates, and this is the moment to make that noise. So proud of you. You have not had it easy, but I dare to imagine that someday you will look back and realize, that is, if you don't already do so, that this experience has made you stronger. Perhaps it has made you more resilient, more creative, more innovative, more empathetic, more civic-minded, more conscious of how the actions of one impact many, and more committed to striving for a better tomorrow. And these are exactly the traits that our world needs today. Over the past 2 years, the phrase, the new normal, has become an increasingly familiar part of our lexicon. However, if you think about it for a moment, for the society to enter a new normal is nothing unique in itself. We know it from our knowledge of history that the history is replete with major turning points of similar magnitude. So we may ask, what is so unique about our experience that we've gone through for the last 2 years and about 3 months? Well, the uniqueness of this particular new normal resides in the confluence of the daunting and often wicked challenges that it coincides with. And I'm sure you're aware of those challenges, but let me just mention a few. Climate change and its looming impacts, which are no longer just something that we imagine could happen in the future. We are in the midst of those. The recognition on an unprecedented scale that there have been wrongs in our history and they must be righted. New global public health challenges. We are living through one of them right now, and there are more. The need to feed a projected population of 9 billion or more on this planet without destroying the planet. The challenges to democracy, peace, and global order that we experience and face every day, and the senseless violence in our communities and societies that Kathy Martin spoke about so emotionally. I feel bad bringing up these because I know that you're wondering, what is this fellow doing? At a moment of celebration and joy, he's talking about all of this doom and gloom. Well, there's a point to it all. And let me make that point. The task in front of you will not be easy. That's a given. It will indeed demand a great deal of you. That too is a given. But the point that I'm making is that your generation has demonstrated again and again that you have what it takes to overcome extreme circumstances. When I see what you have overcome over the past 2 years, especially how you have overcome it and what you have accomplished, and most importantly, what you have become as a result of it all, I feel totally confident that the world is in very, very competent hands. Let me take a moment to be a bit more specific about it. Who are you? You are the graduates of the Faculty of Management. That means that in one way or the other, you have been trained to manage. And you are the people who are going to help us navigate our way through the complexities that surround the wicked challenges that I spoke about. That's your responsibility, and I know that as Dalhousie graduates, you're fully prepared for it. So with that, let me get back to the celebration. Today is a big day, very big day indeed. As you cross the stage today and become a member of the worldwide community of graduates, you also join the Dalhousie alumni family. It's a family that is a distinguished group that has, in fact, already left an indelible mark on societies around the world. I have no doubt whatsoever that you will uphold this tradition, and the years to come will see you too achieve great things, both for yourselves, but most importantly for the world. While you do so, I hope you will retain fond memories of your time here at Dalhousie University and your roots at your alma mater. You, our graduates, are the greatest source of joy and pride for us. So on behalf of Dalhousie University, please accept my heartfelt congratulations and very best wishes for the brilliant future that you so richly deserve. Thank you, congratulations again, and please stay in touch. It is now my pleasure to introduce Chancellor Scott Bryson. The Honorable Scott Bryson became Dalhousie's 8th Chancellor on the 1st of June 2020. That is in the middle of the pandemic. So he was officially installed along with me in the office of Chancellor as at the beginning of the convocation ceremonies last week, when we were finally able to meet together, be together, and celebrate convocations in person for the first time since Mr. Bryson joined us. Originally from Chevery, West Hants in Nova Scotia, Chancellor Bryson is a proud Dalhousie alumnus and brings great passion for the university and its mission. Having earned a Bachelor of Commerce degree from Dalhousie, he made a special request to give his remarks during this morning's Faculty of Management convocation ceremony. It is my pleasure now to invite Chancellor Bryson to deliver his Chancellor's remarks.
First step is to put on the timer. I'm struggling with that. which is kind of embarrassing as Canada's First Minister of Digital Government, but bear with me. Here we go. President Sani, Dean Brooks, faculty, friends, and family, Ruma Bose, my dear friend, and most importantly, you, our class of 2022, our graduates, and future graduates, Rose and Claire and Raj over there. I remember when I sat where you're sitting today, back in 1989, the Dow Commerce class of that year. If you had told me then that someday I'd be standing up here as chancellor of this exceptional university, I would have assumed that you were smoking something that the cabinet of which I was a member legalized. I feel so honored to be chancellor of this university because Dalhousie has given me so much. It means the world to me to be given the opportunity to serve Dalhousie, and that means you as part of the Dow community. Back in 1989, I was a bundle of nerves on my graduation day. Mom and Dad, my Aunt Margie, my sister Frances were there, and my sister Frances is with us today. It meant an awful lot to my parents and family. You see, Mom and Dad were born in the 1920s in rural Nova Scotia. They didn't have a chance to finish high school, let alone go to university. I was part of the first generation of my family to have that privilege. And I continue to be amazed by humanity and society's progress. You know, it was that progress didn't happen by accident, but it happened through good government and leadership and investments in public education that enabled me to grow up in rural Nova Scotia in Cheverie and to get a good public education from that. And now I know that COVID threw you a real curveball, did all of us. And it certainly wasn't necessarily what you had intended for your time at Dow. It was tough, but you've been tougher. The COVID crucible has given you a resilience, making you stronger and better than you were before. And that's a good thing because life is tough. Accept that. It's supposed to be tough. The history of human progress is built on struggle and achievement. You can't achieve anything without struggle. And for over 200 years, Dalhousie University has helped prepare our best and brightest to tackle the challenges and opportunities of their time. Now, graduates, there is not a better time to walk across this stage and graduate from Dalhousie University to be launching your career and life than right now, 2022. Now, in some ways, COVID kicked off, in real terms, the 21st century. 2020 really saw the acceleration of all the pre-existing trends, digital transformation, working from home, e-commerce, remote health, making ubiquitous the use of technologies that had been optional before, enabling you to get an education, enabling commerce to continue. Now, beyond COVID, because of that progress, whether it's drug research and RNA drug research, some of which done here at Dalhousie, all the things that have happened in terms of societal progress mean that you're going to have a longer, healthier life than any graduates before you. You're going to enjoy more equality, whether you're a woman, an Indigenous person, an African Nova Scotian, person of color, whoever you are, you're better off today graduating than you were even as recently as 1989. Regardless of your gender, your race, your sexual orientation, The barriers before you are fewer and the opportunities greater than they've ever been before. Now, look, I can't presume to understand whatever individual struggles you're facing, and I'm pretty certain that you as individuals are facing some challenges. My family and friends didn't know the struggle I was facing in 1989. I was struggling to be able to accept a fact that was becoming more and more evident, and that was that I was gay. In fact, I still am. But I can tell you it's a hell of a lot better now than it was then. You see, I had dreamt of and worked towards a life where I saw building a life that involved political service, business, and having a family of my own. And back in 1989, all of those dreams of building a life and a career, doing the things that I felt passionate about, both business and politics and public service, living my life openly and honestly and having a family were mutually exclusive. And on graduation day, when I really ought to have been filled with some pride and achievement, I mean, I owned my own business back then. I had a cell phone in 1987. I used to take it to class. Professors loved that. But despite all that success at the time and things, I got to tell you, I was filled with shame. And my will to graduate some days exceeded my will to live. And looking back at my life and career since then, that journey, that struggle, and ultimately that acceptance of being gay was a great gift. Again, struggle makes you better. It gave me an empathy and an understanding of what exclusion and prejudice feels like. The pain of not fitting in, not being accepted. Hell, if I'd been straight, I would have been just another white Anglo-Saxon Protestant straight person, and it strikes me we've got a lot of those. And being different made me better. Struggles do that. So embrace struggle as part of life. Celebrate the struggles. You all watch sports and stuff. That struggle, well, just apply that to your own lives. You win some, you lose some, you get up and fight again. Today in 2022, for all of us, regardless of who you are, this is the best time in history, again, to be graduating from Dal. In fact, it's the best time in the history of humanity to be alive. You know, I've been so lucky. Any success I've enjoyed is due to two things. First is luck, and the second is hard work. You know, people are surprised I put them in that order, but you know, there's a lot of hard-working people out there, and they don't have breaks in a lot of cases, right? I've had a lot of breaks. I hope you do too. But the work you have to do. But don't forget, luck is important and good fortune is. I mean, I was born in Canada, that lottery number one. I was born at a time when the political will for a just society and a charter of rights was brought in 1981. That could mean I could ultimately serve my country, pursue a purposeful career, and live life openly with my own family. I'm lucky for good government and leaders. And I got to tell you, any one of you who wonder whether government matters or leadership matters, a living, breathing example of the power of government and leadership for good is sitting right over there, evidenced by the existence of my family. When I entered public life, a family like mine wouldn't have been legally recognized in Canada. This is the best country in the world, and we got to fight for her and keep building a better country for future generations of this country, of Canada. I am so lucky to have studied at Dal. Dal opened up a world to me. I'm lucky to have grown up in Atlantic, Canada, in a small community, and so many great Atlantic Canadian success stories and leaders. When I was a kid, I was given a book by David Henniger, who's down here today, and David was my father's best friend, and he's proven to be one of my very best friends. A book on David's grandfather, R.A. Jodrey, one of Nova Scotia, one of Canada's great entrepreneurs of his time. I read a book on Frank Sobey. I read books about Casey Irving. And I was curious about what they had done and what they had achieved, but more importantly, I was mentored by a group of people, successful people from Atlantic Canada, from David Henniger. David actually not just mentored me, he backed my first businesses. And he let me make mistakes and fail on some of them. And I remember one time I was belly aching about losing what I thought was a pretty big amount of money. I think it was around $50,000 or $60,000 on something. He said, it's better to learn now, because if you learned later, it'd have a lot more zeros on the other side of it. He was right. You know, those networks matter, and this community matters. It's mattered to me. Now, I'm a vice chair of BMO Capital Markets, back to investment banking. And a vice chair is responsible to manage some of the most important relationships for the bank, to connect people, to help people succeed and grow. It's not an accident that Atlantic Canada has produced more Canadian bank vice chairs than any other part of Canada. Brian Tobin, Frank McKenna, Lisa Raitt. I tell you the secret, it's called the Atlantic Advantage. And it's the same one that has built multi-generational national and global empires right here. Sobeys, McCain, Risley and McDonald. The Atlantic Advantage is based on values, the core values of small-town Atlantic Canada. Fair dealing, honesty, decency, citizenship, and community. It means treating people the same, whether they're rich or poor, formally educated or not, powerful or vulnerable. We are all equal. Success isn't where you're at, it's how far you've gone from where you started. And I watch some of the young investment bankers sometimes when they're working late at night in the office and I'm in there. I like the ones who will speak to the cleaning people. I don't really have a good impression of the ones who don't. Because the cleaning people are important. Speak to them. Give them, extend to them the dignity they deserve, because that cleaning person might be more successful than you. You don't know where they started. You don't know what they've achieved. You don't know what their kids are going to achieve, but in Canada, anything is possible. So talk to the cleaning people and respect them like you would a CEO. Another thing is, money doesn't make you better, doesn't even make you happier. Don't spend it or waste time trying to look rich. In fact, in Atlantic Canada, that won't impress our business leaders. It's more likely to reduce their opinion of you. Be curious about other people and about the world. Among other things, read The Economist magazine every single week. Best thing you can do, and start it right now. And the former editor of New York bureau chief of The Economist, Matthew Bishop, is right there. So I've worked hard, and I always will. Like you, we've got a lot in common, because you're looking forward and saying, I got a 40-year career ahead of me, and same here. You see, my dad lived to 96, and he worked until he was 82, so I'm going to live to 120. I'm going to work to about 100. Got to have a retirement. You know, Max likes having me around. And I've had a lot of breaks. The biggest one in some ways has been the community in Atlantic Canada that has nurtured me. Leaders like David Henniger, Donald Sobey, John Bragg, and John Risley, Wallace McCain, Purdy Crawford, Graham Day, Brian Tobin, Frank McKenna, Annette Verschuren, Anne McClellan, it goes on. Ken Rowe, Harry Steele. These are all Atlantic Canadian titans who had time to help a kid from Cheverie. You know, it's said that it's not who you or what you know, it's who you know. That's often used as a pejorative. I agree with it. It's not what you know, it's who you know. But it's not a pejorative. It's a truism. You need to know a lot, but you also need to know and respect and have earned the respect of a lot of people to get anything done. Networking is just community building, building relationships, helping other people achieve their goals and objectives individually and collectively. Any success I've had has resulted from the lessons learned from these great community leaders. So long before global business started talking ESG, Atlantic Canadian business leaders were walking the walk, caring for people, customers, and the communities they serve because it's the right thing to do. It's also the smart thing to do, because in the long term, nice folks finish first. In closing, I'm excited for you and your futures, and I want to help in any way. And I've got an idea. Given the degree to which networks and communities of support have been so instrumental to my success, I think they're important to yours too. And I want to share with you the gift that I've enjoyed, and that is the mentorship of good people with good values, great leaders. And once a month, now I've talked to Dean Brooks about this, once a month, if you like, I'd be happy, in fact, I'd be thrilled to meet with you virtually, I suppose, unless we're in the same place, or some of us are, to hear about how you're doing, and also to bring in some of the leaders of today and some of the leaders who have built in Canada, Atlantic Canada, around the world, businesses, in some cases government leaders. But some of the best business and government leaders in the world, you will find, I believe, that they all share the Atlantic advantage for, again, fair dealing, honesty and decency, sense of community, and an understanding of the responsibilities of citizenship. I believe that the mentorship and friendship of these people can be an important part of your future and your success. And I do hope you accept my offer. Now, whether you're born in Atlantic Canada or had the good judgment to come here to Dalhousie University to study commerce, business, you are now part of the Atlantic Canadian business community, also known as the Maritime Mafia, the Cod Fathers, it's a Cod Parents. You are now on our team and we're on yours. Please accept my offer, and I can't wait to see you grow and succeed and give back. Never forget where you came from. Be kind. Give the gift of dignity to everyone you meet, and help build a brighter future for yourself and your children, but also for other people's children. Remember, life's a struggle. Embrace, enjoy, and celebrate the struggle, fortified with the full knowledge that Dalhousie and our community and Atlantic Canada in this community will be there with you every step of the way. Hearty congratulations. All the best.
Thank you, Chancellor Bryson. Will graduates please rise? Mr. Chancellor, as Chair of the Senate of Dalhousie University, I ask you to confer degrees on those candidates whose names have been approved by Senate.
Got my mask. Here we are. Here we are. Jesus. God. Sorry, I just took a moment for worship. I know that's frowned upon in this secular environment these days. So. By virtue of the authority vested in me and in Dalhousie University, I admit to their respective degrees and diplomas, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto, those candidates who have fulfilled the requirements of that degree and whose names have been approved by the Senate. Admitto vos ad gradum. Congratulations.
Graduates, please be seated.
I would now like to call upon Kim Brooks, Dean of the Faculty of Management, Dr. Marty Leonard, Dean of the Faculty of Graduate Studies, and Zoe Comeau, a Fountain School of Performing Arts alumni, to present the candidates who are here today to receive degrees.
Mr. Chancellor, as Dean, I'm pleased to be here today to celebrate the accomplishment of candidates who have fulfilled the requirements for the degrees within the Faculty of Management. And slightly less formally, y'all look awesome.
Mr. Chancellor, the following candidates are here today to receive the Bachelor of Commerce. Bethany Dawn Abramovich, major in Supply Chain and Logistics Management Cooperative Program. Amar Ahmad, Accounting Cooperative Program, Distinction. Kyle Stephen Armstrong, Cooperative Program. Kaya Joy Alovana Bagley Pearman, Accounting Cooperative Program. James Daniel Bender Kerbel, Marketing Management Cooperative Program. Parker John Farrell Boland, Finance Cooperative Program, Distinction. Hang Thi Viet Bui, Accounting Cooperative Program. Tiffany Amber Mary Butt, Managing People and Organizations Cooperative Program. Colin John Conrad Campbell, Entrepreneurship Cooperative Program, Distinction. Braden Royal Campo, Finance Cooperative Program, Distinction. Dat Cao Sao, Accounting Cooperative Program, Distinction. Sophia Margaret Grace Capozzi Davis, Marketing Cooperative Program, Distinction. Matthew Stephen Colley, Finance Cooperative Program. Angela Sue Yan Chia Baxter, International Business Cooperative Program. Ben Taylor Christensen, Managing People and Organizations Cooperative Program. Nikki Cutler, Marketing Management Cooperative Program. Selena Mary Da Silva, Accounting Cooperative Program, Distinction. Lyndon Conrad Delaurier, Finance Cooperative Program, Distinction. Kyle Dickinson, Finance Cooperative Program. Emily Ann Doman, Marketing Management Cooperative Program. Denali Charlotte Dorn, Accounting Cooperative Program, Distinction. Alyssa Lynn Doucette, Accounting Cooperative Program. Kunchian Du, Finance Cooperative Program. Tabitha Evborokai, Marketing Management Cooperative Program. Ruoyang Fang, Finance Cooperative Program. Aidan John Samuel Forkin, Finance Cooperative Program. Joshua Michael Franchuk, Finance Cooperative Program. Grace Ann Gaffney, International Business Cooperative Program, Distinction. Carlisle Timothy Lloyd Gallagher, Finance Cooperative Program, Distinction. Hannah Emily Gauthier, International Business Cooperative Program. Carly Denise George, Marketing Management Cooperative Program, Distinction. Arthur Gould Glenn, International Business Cooperative Program. Noah Golphin, Supply Chain and Logistics Management Cooperative Program, Distinction. Charlie Sinclair Goodman, Marketing Management Cooperative Program, Distinction. Matthew David Gorman, Finance Cooperative Program. Catherine Clark Groden, Cooperative Program, Distinction. Peter Habib, Finance Cooperative Program. Ahmed Sharif Haroon, Finance Cooperative Program, Distinction. Nicole Eve Heggie, Marketing Management Cooperative Program. India Jean Heisey, Marketing Management Cooperative Program. Cormac James Hergot, Finance Cooperative Program. Jingxi Huang, Accounting Cooperative Program. Christopher Jansen, Marketing Management Cooperative Program. Jingyi Jia, Marketing Management Cooperative Program. Hoizhong Zhang, Managing People and Organizations Cooperative Program. Nicholas Alexander Kalogeropoulos, Finance Cooperative Program. Aaron Nicholas Kempton, Finance Cooperative Program, Distinction. Emma Hillary Keogh, Cooperative Program, Distinction. Logan Alexander Kershaw, Cooperative Program. Claire Veronica Kilgour, Accounting Cooperative Program, Distinction. Joseph Michael Killian, Accounting Cooperative Program. Alexander Robert Neserek, Accounting Cooperative Program, Distinction. Patrick Adrian Langhorn, Accounting Cooperative Program. Kirsten Langmuir, Commerce Accounting. Noah Michael Dunbar Latimer, Finance Cooperative Program, Distinction. Spencer Vincent Leahay, Accounting Cooperative Program. Robert William Stafford Leckie, Accounting Cooperative Program, Distinction. Xiaotong Li, Accounting Cooperative Program. Yeji Li, Accounting Cooperative Program. Wenzin Liu, Marketing Management Cooperative Program. Xinrong Liu, Finance Cooperative Program. Jack Andrew Hunter Lawid, Finance Cooperative Program. Quentin Allen Luck, Finance Cooperative Program, distinction. Muyu Liu, Finance Cooperative Program, distinction. Rating Liu, Marketing Management Cooperative Program. Dawson Octave Maillet, International Business Cooperative Program. Bailey Martin, Accounting Cooperative Program, distinction. David Martino, Cooperative Program. Saif Madaria, Marketing Management Cooperative Program, distinction. Jack Nicholas McKenna, Cooperative Program. Aidan Cameron McKenzie, Cooperative Program. Carter Patrick McNutt, Accounting Cooperative Program. Rachel Page Meacham, Finance Cooperative Program. Jingwen Meng, Accounting Cooperative Program. Julie Mary Moore, Marketing Management Cooperative Program. Alexander Edmund Mueller, Finance Cooperative Program. Kyler Mutiabule, Supply Chain and Logistics Management Cooperative Program. Azri Hilmi bin Nazrul Nizam. Amy Trang Nguyen, Marketing Management Cooperative Program. Karina Turner Norris, Marketing Management Cooperative Program. Paige O'Gorman, Finance Cooperative Program. Erin Audrey O'Reilly, Finance Cooperative Program, Distinction. Liam John Parker, Accounting Cooperative Program. Spencer Paul, Marketing Management Cooperative Program, Distinction. Malcolm Elias Perkins, Entrepreneurship Cooperative Program. Jimmy Min Pham, Cooperative Program, Distinction. Nev Juliana Piana Rosa, Accounting Cooperative Program, Distinction. Campbell Pickard, Finance Cooperative Program, Distinction. Julia Pietrangelo, Finance Cooperative Program. Aidan Marshall Prett, Finance Cooperative Program. Yang Chu, Accounting Cooperative Program, Distinction. Jessica Kennedy Quinn, Finance Cooperative Program, Distinction. Abigail Ray, Finance Cooperative Program, Distinction, University Medal in Commerce. Chloe Jamil Ramia, Finance Cooperative Program, Distinction. Nicole Megan Rathie, Marketing Management Cooperative Program. Hope Noor Riktikar, Marketing. Ryan Alexander Rizkala, Managing People and Organizations Cooperative Program. Jacob Fullerton Ross, Cooperative Program. Caleb Austin Rowland, Marketing Management Cooperative Program. Annika Russell, Supply Chain and Logistics Management Cooperative Program. Roshan Sajid, Finance Cooperative Program. Hasnain Salim, Finance Cooperative Program, Distinction. Teresa Ann Short, Accounting Cooperative Program. Jillian Blair Sapirski, Managing People and Organizations Cooperative Program. Hao Yang Sung, Finance Cooperative Program. Jacob Thomas Stankiewicz, Accounting Cooperative Program. Kate Susan Zerme Kalos, International Business Cooperative Program. Catherine Donna Margaret Ten Haft, Marketing Management Cooperative Program, Distinction. Bo-Young Chen, Finance Cooperative Program. Joshua Robert Tao, Accounting Cooperative Program, Distinction. Sophie Treptow, Finance Cooperative Program, Distinction. Danielle Andrea Tucker, Accounting Cooperative Program. Evan James Urquhart, Finance Cooperative Program, Distinction. Nick Andrew Usher Jones, Marketing Cooperative Program. Daniel Van Nostrand, Marketing Management Cooperative Program. Nicole Claire Vander Dolen, Marketing Management Cooperative Program. David Wa, Finance Cooperative Program. Ben Walsh, Finance Cooperative Program, Distinction. Hao Chung Wang, Finance Cooperative Program, Distinction. Mangwei Wang, Finance Cooperative Program. Zinya Wang, Accounting Cooperative Program. Janaya O.I. Williams, Accounting Cooperative Program. Sam Wilner, Marketing Management Cooperative Program. Yuji Wu, Finance Cooperative Program. Jingyu Tsu, Finance Cooperative Program. Lan Yi, Accounting Cooperative Program. Guani Zhang, Accounting Cooperative Program, Distinction. Hongming Chung, Accounting Cooperative Program. Jingyu Chung, Accounting Cooperative Program. Ryuki Chung, Accounting Cooperative Program, Distinction. Yiran Chung, Finance Cooperative Program. Jinzi Zhao, Accounting Cooperative Program, Distinction. Mr. Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of candidates who are here today to receive the Bachelor of Commerce.
Mr. Chancellor, as Dean, I'm delighted to be here today to celebrate the accomplishments of candidates who fulfill the requirements for degrees within the Faculty of Graduate Studies.
Mr. Chancellor, the following candidates are here today to receive the Master of Environmental Studies. Avalon Lara Delby Diggle. Abina Aniniwa Akinyi Dwamfor. Marnoush Mohammadi. Miriam Fernanda Mora Hernandez. Mr. Chancellor, this concludes a presentation of candidates who are here today to receive the Master of Environmental Studies. Mr. Chancellor, the following candidates are here today to receive the Master of Resource and Environmental Management. Claire Ali Ferme. Jennifer Rose Bailey. Holly Kathleen Blackmore. Laura Frances Carter. Samantha Cece. Juan Andres Chavez Cabrera. Madeline Clark. Kelsey Ann DeBlois. Hannah Emily Dvorsky. Laurel Nicole Dyken. Destin James Ian Gardner. Camille Haddad. Darcy Shane Kavanaugh. Mauricio Jesus Lopez. Hannah Mary Mashat. Nicole Catherine McLean. Alexandria Aletta Minor. Laura Jean Moreau. Jessica Ray Pittman. Megan Elizabeth Pollock. Patrick Aiden Reed. Daphne Schultz. Orelua Temtope Soeninde. Farah Lynn Stevens. Mr. Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of those candidates who are here today to receive the Master of Resource and Environmental Management.
Thank you very much. We just had one last applause, but one last applause for all of our graduates today. I love those bells. I would now like to call attention to the families and friends of our graduates. We know, of course, that Convocation is an important occasion for you, and I'm sure that all of us recognize the important role that your love and support has played along the way. So we would like to express our gratitude to you for the role you've played. Can I ask all the graduates to stand one more time? And if I can ask the onstage party as well to stand. Graduates, your family and friends have been applauding you throughout our Convocation ceremony today. So now it's your turn to make some noise to thank them for all their help and support. Thank you. Please be seated.
What a joyful ceremony, delightful. Well, conferring of an honorary doctoral degree is the highest honor university bestows. I now call upon Dr. Louis Spiteri, Chair of Senate, to present the candidate for the degree of Doctor of Laws honoris causa.
Ruma Bose, would you please rise? The life and career of Ruma Bose has been shaped by several transformative experiences. None of them, perhaps, has rivaled the impact of the 8 months of her early 20s she spent in India, learning lessons of charity, compassion, and care from one of the 20th century's shining lights, Mother Teresa. Years later, Ms. Bose would write a book inspired by her volunteer experiences titled Mother Teresa CEO, Unexpected Principles for Practical Leadership. And while at first glance it may seem borderline sacrilegious to picture such a revered figure in corporate terms, for Ms. Bose there is no contradiction. The Dalhousie MBA graduate has spent her career proving that business and entrepreneurship are, at their best, intrinsically linked with broader social impact and be a truly positive force in people's lives. Among her many admirers is Dalhousie Chancellor Emerita and former Deputy Prime Minister Anne McClellan. She writes that Ms. Bose is defined by her deep commitment to bringing together the principles and approaches of entrepreneurship with philanthropic objectives, taking and applying the attributes of successful entrepreneurship to empower others and to change the quality and nature of marginalized people's lives. And her success inspires others to step up. From the very start of her career, this has been Ms. Bose's raison d'être. Born in Trois-Rivières, Quebec, to parents who were among the first Indian immigrants to the area, Ms. Bose's first new business, what she created, was a floor finishing company in New York that sought to make tangible improvements in the lives of its largely immigrant workforce through English lessons, health insurance benefits, and profit-sharing opportunities. The company grew to 200 employees with more than 20 offices across the United States. The lesson was clear. A company that supports people is a company primed for growth. Ever since, she's been helping national and international companies discover the positive change they can make on the world around them. Ms. Bowes is Chief Growth Officer at Clearco, a Canadian SoftBank-backed fintech unicorn. That's a startup with a valuation over $1 billion, and also the world's largest e-commerce investor. Prior to this role, she was co-founder and managing partner of Humanitarian Ventures. Earlier in her career, she helped top-selling Greek yogurt brand Chobani expand its social mission with Chobani Ventures and the Tent Foundation, which works to respond to the global refugee crisis. Ms. Bowes has worked for the Bowes Corporation, no relation, and multiple capital firms, and has served on the boards of many organizations, including Calvert Impact Capital, one of the pioneers of impact investing and gender lens investing. While many of her endeavors have been global in scope, Ms. Bowes continued to support innovation and social entrepreneurship in her home country. In 2017, together with business mogul and philanthropist Sir Richard Branson, Ms. Bowes co-founded and launched the Canadian Entrepreneurship Initiative and authored its flagship report, Entrepreneurship, Canada's Golden Opportunity. Ms. Bowes is a frequent speaker and keynote at conferences around the world and has been featured in major business publications such as The Economist and The Wall Street Journal. And last year, she was presented with a truly deserving honor from her alma mater, the Dalhousie Scotiabank Ethical Leadership Award. In recognition of her steadfast commitment to ethical business and entrepreneurship as a force for social change, I ask you, Mr. Chancellor, in the name of the Senate, to bestow upon Ms. Rumer Bowes the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
If our folks could see us now. Roma Bowes, by virtue of the authority vested in me and in Dalhousie University, I admit you to the Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Congratulations, Dr. Bowes.
It gives me great pleasure now to ask Dr. Roma Bowes to deliver the convocation address.
Wow, I'm going to be a little emotional. This is an incredible honor. Thank you, Chancellor Bryson. Great inspirational speech, such wonderful messages. President Sani, the Dalhousie Senate, and all of you here today. You have made this graduate of Dal more proud than you could possibly ever imagine. My congratulations to all of you, the 2022 graduating class. Each and every one of you has the potential to make our world better. And the world has never needed you more. I just got back from Davos, Switzerland, where the World Economic Forum took place. I came away feeling almost overwhelmed by the problems facing our world, from war in Ukraine to recovering from the pandemic and figuring out how to prevent the next one, to climate change and the growing crisis of democracy. The list just goes on. But I also left Davos convinced more than ever that the world needs a new generation of leaders to step up. A generation driven by purpose, passion, and idealism. I can't wait to see how together you will shape this future. Over 2 decades ago, when I was sitting where you were at my graduation, I could not have imagined ever being invited back to give this speech. I was the daughter of immigrants, born in Trois-Rivières, a small manufacturing town outside of Montreal. At the time, they were best known for its high rate of unemployment. Getting to business school was a huge deal for me. One I took so seriously, I would even blow dry my hair and put on a suit every day to class, much to the amusement of my classmates. For full disclosure, I was just as committed to the student party scene. My team at the NBA games won the beer boat race. So my classmates would not have imagined me giving this speech either. Just before graduation, we made predictions for who would be the first of us to become a CEO. Not me, nor did they think I would be the first to appear in Forbes. No, my classmates declared me most likely to become a Spice Girl. Yet, here I am. It was my time at Dal that set me on the right path. I learned so many important things here about business and life. I built what are still some of my most important friendships. I hope you found that kind of friendship too. Most importantly, I found a mentor and role model in Professor Brian Russell, a Dal graduate like me from a small town. Brian lived a life of impact. He helped negotiate NAFTA, advised Bill Clinton, was a go-to expert on TV, all of which opened my eyes to the fact that it is possible for someone like me and someone like each of you to make a difference in the world. Brian was my champion. He believed in me. He always challenged me to do better, even in those moments when I didn't believe in myself. Tragically, Brian was killed in an accident not long after I graduated. I still miss him. And I'm so touched that his widow, Nicole, is here with us today. I have tried to honor Brian's memory by taking every opportunity to mentor others. I encourage all of you to do the same. You will make such a difference in the lives of your mentees, and I guarantee you, you will find it one of the most personally fulfilling things you ever do. As I got ready to talk to you today, I thought about my own graduation and what advice would have been useful to me then. I came up with 3 things that I hope will also strike a chord with you. First, be proud of who you are and where you came from. I think my mom and dad would be incredibly proud of me today if they were still here. I say that, though, that even though, as I set off to Dal, my parents didn't have very high hopes for me. My dad wanted me to be an academic like him and my brother, and not pursue a career in business. Mom and Dad both wanted me to prioritize finding a husband and family over my career, so we fought a lot. At this point, I should probably give a shout out to my husband Matthew, my lovely 8-year-old son Raj, my brother Jit, his wife Linda, and my amazing nephew Simon, who are all here with us today. Looking back, I can now see that I spent many years running away from who I am. I thought I had to fake it till I made it. I thought people wouldn't take me seriously if they knew I came from a small town. And I'm ashamed to say that I was often embarrassed to be the child of immigrants. Even though my parents were accomplished academics with PhDs, I was self-conscious of how they spoke English and French with an accent. The local newspaper wrote about my parents being the first immigrants in Trois-Rivières. Growing up, I was always aware of being different, of being the brown girl, which I felt would surely limit what I could achieve in life. And you know what? People really can tell when you're not being authentic. And anyway, eventually, I got tired of the fake me. I set the real me free. Over the years, my personal story has become my greatest source of strength. I lean into it, I lead with it, I'm grateful for it. It is who I am. Each of you has a unique story. When you embrace it, you will find it empowers you like nothing else can. Second, you'll be surprised how many demands there are on your time and how many opportunities come your way. When you choose what to do, focus on those things that are worthwhile in themselves, not as a means to an end. Mother Teresa taught me this during the 8 months I worked with her in Calcutta. Though I regret it took me many, many years and some bad choices until I really got what she was saying to me. As you may know from my book, I would begin my days working in a home for the dying and spend my afternoons teaching at a school for street children at an orphanage. Every day, I saw the best of humanity and the worst of humanity. It changed me forever. Back then, I wanted to become a human rights lawyer. So at the end of my time in Calcutta, I asked Mother Teresa if she would write a recommendation letter for law school for me. It felt like a simple request. An endorsement from her would surely get me into one of the top law schools. She responded with an emphatic no. As you can imagine, no was not a word in my vocabulary. I assumed I just hadn't explained it properly. So I asked her in several different ways, but I kept getting the same answer, no. Then she sat me down, took my hand, and in her soft voice, she said, Ruma, take this experience and go do good things in the world. But don't use this experience to get there. It will take away from the purity of the act. So I say the same to each of you. Do something because it's worth doing, not because it gets you somewhere. Thirdly and lastly, I want to encourage you to always look for opportunities to make the world better through whatever work you choose to do. I say this especially to those of you who choose a career in business or finance. When I graduated, business culture was all about making money, regardless of the consequences. The good news is that today, the world is moving in a better direction. Stakeholder capitalism is replacing Milton Friedman's belief that the only social responsibility of business is to maximize profits. Throughout my career, I have found that, in fact, business can be an incredible force for good when it tries to do the right thing. At Chobani, I helped form a coalition of businesses committed to helping refugees, especially by hiring them. In my current role at ClearCo, we're providing affordable capital to many female and minority entrepreneurs who the existing system of financing startups was, in many ways will continue to be terribly biased against them. Today, Business is increasingly being asked to help solve some of the biggest challenges facing our world. Figuring out how to be an effective leader in this new stakeholder paradigm is the management challenge of our time. To all of you, I say, seize this opportunity with both hands. When I graduated, the world wasn't ready for me and my radical ideas. It's 2022. The world is ready for you. Now go for it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Bose, for that beautiful and inspiring address. I've been to 13 convocations. We have another 4 more to go. And one of the privileges of being the provost is attending every single one of them and listening to beautiful convocation addresses like that. This one, of course, about purpose, passion, idealism, mentorship, authenticity. There is no question, Dr. Bose, that you will be the most successful Spice Girl in history. Thank you again. Graduates, let me be the first to acknowledge that as you leave the auditorium today, you will officially become part of Dalhousie's alumni network of more than 152,000 fellow alumni around the world. This is a wonderful asset that I hope you'll take advantage of connecting to the broader Dalhousie community. We invite you to get involved. We invite you to stay involved. In recognition of your new status, members of the Alumni Association will be presenting you with an alumni pin as you exit the auditorium today, and we hope you wear it with pride. Congratulations again, and welcome to the Dalhousie alumni family, graduates and guests. The business of convocation is concluded. After the singing of O Canada, you are requested, if you are able, to remain standing as the academic procession leaves the auditorium. I now invite you to join Mary Austin, a Dalhousie Fountain School of Performing Arts alumni, in the singing of O Canada. And after the singing of O Canada, Aaron Prosper will be singing the Mi'kmaq Honor Song. So I'll invite Mary to join us on stage.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. Car ton bras se porter paye, il s'est porté la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits.